Hey guys, me host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. So this is a slightly older review today. This is an older figure. This is from 2015, I believe. It is the Diamond Select Count Dracula. This came out, like I say, about 2015. So this is quite old at this point. But mine here is still in amazing condition, and it's never been reviewed on the channel, so I thought I would definitely dig it out for Halloween and give you guys a good look at this figure. It is wearing now with age, but it's still one of my favorite go-to Dracula pieces in my collection. So this was by Diamond Select Toys. They did make a Toys R Us exclusive version, but this is the original version. You can tell from the face sculpt. The Toys R Us exclusive face sculpt came just as the packaged figure as is, but also with an additional head sculpt, which was the more snarling, fanged face. This one is the more suave Dracula face, and you can tell it's the original because he comes with his trusty wolf, which I still have, which is awesome. So let's take his cape off just for now to take a closer look at this figure. So like I say, it doesn't really resemble much in the way of Bela Lugosi or anything. It's not really Marvel. It's not really anything. It's just a classic Dracula. To me, this always reminded me of Monster Party Dracula. Same sort of thing. It's a decent little figure though, and it's still in good condition, which is what I love about it. Some figures have worn over time, whereas mine is decently still in good condition. These were sculpted by Gabriel Marquez, and did feature a hillside grave site, like a base piece that came with him. However, over the years, the base piece has gone. We've just got this figure, the cape, and the wolf, which is the crux of the figure, I think. So let's look at articulation. It is kind of a static figure, but he does have some movement and posability. So you can move his head left and right. Not much in the way of up and down, though. His arms do lift out of that side hinge and do also rotate. I'm very reluctant to rotate it all the way, but it should rotate all the way around. The hands as well are rotatable on both sides. Come to me. However, everything else about the figure is static. You can swivel him left and right on that sort of hinge there. I try not to though, as I don't want to loosen him up any more than he already is. I tend to have him on display either with this arm out, with that hand sort of facing outwards, so he's pointing kind of thing. You can kind of tilt that up as well, so it looks like he's trying to do like a hither. But I much prefer to use this hand and have it just outstretched like this, as that's always, as I said in the last video, that's always the Bela Lugosi kind of, I'm come to me kind of thing. So yeah, the figure itself is very nice, and I'm loving the fact that I've still got the cape and that it still is pretty tight, so it hangs onto the neck with no issue whatsoever. I've seen a lot of people's over the years, like the cape just doesn't want to stay on anymore. Mine is still pretty tight at the top, so it stays on pretty well. And it does look pretty good. The cape is got a nice action swish to it, so it makes it look like it's swaying in the wind, and the other side is bent inwards, so it looks like it's wrapped under and the wind's blowing it the other way. Just adds to that authenticity. The face sculpt as well is really nice on this one. I really like the face sculpt and all the different, like the pieces, like the medallion and the bow tie, even the little hanky pocket, the little hanky in his pocket. All adds and looks very good for this figure. There are a few sort of splashes of paint apps and things on this one. It could be easily recoverable with a bit of black paint. It's just over the years, the figure has taken some battering and beating, but it's still a good fig in my opinion. I still love this figure. Like I say, until recently, this was still my go-to Dracula. It wasn't until I got that Jada Figures Dracula that this one became a little bit dated. But yeah, because that Marvel Legends one were always horrible. So for photos, I always went with this one. So my go-to pose is the arm outstretched slightly with the hand sort of doing the pose, and then Dracula's looking towards it. You can kind of tilt his body that way as well. I'm going to stand him on the diorama, and we'll go down to the desk cam in a moment and take a close look at this figure, because it is awesome. Just trying to get him to stand on there. He stands normally very well, it's just he doesn't want to stand on my diorama. It's pretty spongy. There we go. He does also come with his trusty wolf companion. Now, obviously, Dracula can transform into a wolf in the book. Most people just remember that he transformed into a bat, but he can actually transform into a wolf as well as a bat and fog like mist itself as well. He transformed into, I believe. So there is the wolf's face, very nicely painted. The blacks on the eyes have gone over the years, but I think that just adds more to the sinisterness of just the yellow-eyed wolf. The paint apps on it are pretty decent. Mine's pretty darkened. A lot of people's have seemed to have gone lighter over the years. I think because I keep mine in a book full of accessories, it's kind of stayed its original colours. It hasn't really been on display very much, so the sun hasn't lightened the paintwork and tainted it. So mine's still pretty relatively new. I don't think I've ever displayed this. I think if I was ever going to use this, it would probably be with Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, as I think that would look pretty good. But yeah, very decent little accessory as well, and a great little static wolf to go with him, which I will add to the desk cam. Right, guys, without further ado, let's head on down to the desk cam so you guys can take an up-close person look at Count Dracula. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Alright, guys, so here he is out of the packaging, looking pretty awesome. It is a great figure, I'm not going to lie. I still love this figure to this day. It is a great addition to the collection. Like I say, until recently, this was still my go-to Dracula, and it's years old now. But I think that sculpting still looks good, especially on action figure photography. If you edit it in post-production, you can get some great shots with this guy, especially with the cape looking so animated. His face looks so serious. I think you can get some great shots out of this figure. And the trusty wolf companion as well is pretty decent, to say the least as well. It is a great accessory piece, and still looks good to this day. I'm just trying to find a place where he's going to... There we go, he's going to stand there, okay. Yeah, the little wolf and stuff, like I say, it's still very decently painted and things, and it still looks good. There's a lot of figures out there that do age very quickly. I don't think this was one of them. I still think this is pretty decent. And I know it's an old Diamond Select, but it still works. Dracula still looks good, man. That suit still looks contemporary, and I like it overall. So, and I wish they would make more of these kind of things. I would love some play sets and things. I hope Jada makes some like play sets and stuff for the new monsters, because Diamond Select could have done so much cooler stuff with the monsters, and I think people underestimate the toy line, and I think they could do some great things with it if they just had a little bit of imagination. But what are your thoughts on this Dracula? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you very much for watching. Let's head on back to the main cam though and finish off this video. So guys, what are your thoughts on Dracula? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's review, then please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us. It really helps us out, and it does help us to keep making awesome videos like this. Guys, I cannot thank you enough, and thank you for watching all my content recently. I've been really uploading a lot of content, and you guys have definitely kept up with it all, and I think I'm hoping you guys have been enjoying the Halloween content here on the channel. So let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you very much for watching. And until next time, may the force be with you.